This is me realizing my instructor is telling me that there are sharks behind me. Yes, that is the look of fear on my face. If you haven't seen my previous video, I highly suggest watching that first, or you'll be quite confused. This morning the boat is rocking like crazy. It's rocking so much that my mirror is coming off the wall. Welcome to Koh Phi Phi. Yes, I said PP. Americans tend to find the name very funny. Yesterday we said our goodbyes to Koh Rao Chinoi and overnight sailed 50 kilometers across the ocean to Koh Phi Phi. It's a very large island with towering mountains and sheer drop-offs. But it has a decent population of 2,500 people. Not this one, but the one right next door. That is the island that you would stay on if you wanted to visit and stay at a hotel. But both of them are called the Phi Phi Islands, and people go back and forth every single day. Let's go grab some breakfast. Hi friends, so I have about 10 minutes until my next dive and I wanted to talk to you really quick. I'm really excited but also very nervous. I'm really nervous because it's going to be the deepest dive I've done yet, and of course the deeper you go the more room there is for error, so makes me a little bit nervous. And then on top of that, my dive instructor told me that this specific area we're going to is known to have a lot of sharks, so that certainly didn't help. I know sharks are supposed to be harmless and stuff, but I've seen Jaws too many times. But other than that, I'm really excited because we're going to see a sunken ship, which should be really, really cool. I have no idea what to expect, but I only had a minute to come in here and talk to you guys. I need to go get ready. Bye-bye. There was a rope going down to the ship that we had to hold on during our descent because there was a mild current. The first thing you may notice is that the water is a little bit murky near the surface. With limited visibility, it's even more important that we all stay together, especially with the added current on top of that. Once I got down to the ship, I realized that it is so much bigger than I could even see. I could only stay near the top because that was already pushing my max depth. Then I heard this absolutely terrible noise. And it freaked me out for a second until I realized it was just a boat going overhead. It definitely made the experience more immersive. It's interesting because you can tell that this used to be a ladder, but it's been completely taken over by nature. Then my dive instructor asked my friend to go inside the ship, but asked me to stay out because I don't have the proper license for that, but he ended up taking the camera with him. Inside there was very limited visibility, but the flashlights came in handy. He said that the water instantly became calm because there wasn't a current inside the ship at all. Would you go through this creepy underwater hallway? Let me know in the comments. And just like that, they were back out. Swimming around the ship was mesmerizing, just imagining all of the people that have been here before. But since this was a deeper dive, it didn't last very long. Reason being, the deeper you go, the more oxygen your body uses. We were all starting to run low on oxygen, so it was about time for us to head back up. Alright guys, so I'm back in my room. I just finished my second dive. It was absolutely amazing. The only thing that I need to work on is I ran out of air really fast, which was terrifying. There was a slight current under the water, so it was pushing me the opposite direction, and you're supposed to swim into the current so you don't get taken away from the boat. So I was down there just really trying to get it and like running out of breath the entire time and using a lot of oxygen. So I had to come up early. But it's no biggie, I just told my instructor and we went up a little bit early. I was informed that a good way to avoid that happening is to just stay near the bottom because that's where the current is like less strong. But that wasn't an option on this dive because my max depth was already at the top of the boat, but I know that for the future. So I'm gonna try that next time and see if it works for me. but after each dive they provide food, and so I'm gonna go up and go grab whatever they're making. It smells absolutely delicious in the kitchen. This is embarrassing, but I've recorded everything in slow motion, but thankfully my friend recorded his like a normal person. This is a common party food in Thailand. It's called Miang Kham. I know that I did not pronounce that correctly. You take a leaf and you put a bunch of fillings on the inside. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but you also put peanuts, tiny shrimp, some ginger, onions, a little bit of chili, some limes, and then you top it off with a sugary syrup. So it's a food in Thailand that's reserved for special occasions, but it's absolutely delicious. And of course, after my snack, I had to go launch myself off of the 20-foot roof again. It wouldn't be a good day without doing that. And while I was in the water, I found this cute little guy on the ground. So I just finished jumping off the roof, probably more times than I should have, and I've been informed that we have about an hour until our next dive, so I need to find something to burn some time. I think that I'm just gonna watch something on Netflix. One of my biggest pet peeves while traveling is that Netflix changes depending on what country you're in. So it can be really frustrating when you're trying to follow a TV show and it's only available in every other country that you visit. But there is a very easy solution. Let me introduce you to Surfshark, a virtual private network that allows you to trick your device into thinking that you're anywhere in the world. The Bahamas, Egypt, literally the moon. No, I'm just kidding, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was something sometime soon, especially since Surfshark already has over 3,200 servers in more than 100 countries. The point is that if I want to watch a TV show that's only available in the US, I just click this button, and all of a sudden my phone thinks I'm in the US, and now I can watch my favorite show. It is that simple, and the perks do not stop there. I get asked all of the time how I afford to travel. Well, the first step to affording is finding the best prices for traveling in the first place. I stay at a lot of hotels. Let's just imagine that I'm booking a hotel while I'm staying in the UK. The website can track my location, see that I'm in the UK, and it will raise the price. A very easy solution is to just use Surfshark to change your location to the US, for example, and now you can watch the prices fall. This is how I find my best deals. Surfshark has also been a really great tool while using public Wi-Fi. Whether I'm at a coffee shop, a hotel, or the airport, while using Surfshark, I can be certain that no one has access to any of my personal data, including my banking information, passwords to social medias, and other private information. Because believe it or not, hackers definitely have access to all of your data if they want it badly enough. You may be thinking that you don't have anything that hackers would want, but all of your personal information is worth money, and they can sell it to third parties. I personally drew the line and got Surfshark when I saw someone was trying to get into my Instagram account. I figured that at some point when I was using a public Wi-Fi, someone tapped into my information and got my password, so I downloaded Surfshark and I haven't looked back. In this day and age, a VPN is a necessity. It's a cheap and easy way to keep all of your private information private, not in the hands of someone else. And yes, I am sponsored by Surfshark, but I'm being completely honest. It is very important to have a VPN, especially if you travel. And luckily for you guys, Surfshark is offering my audience an 83% discount off of your purchase and an extra 3 months for free. If you would like to get the discount, make sure to use my code ETHANTRAVELS at checkout. They also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk in trying it out. You can find the link in the description. Just remember guys, there's no price that you can put on your personal safety and privacy. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and providing virtual privacy to everyone. By the way, I ended up watching Shameless. Anyone else like this show? So this next dive that I'm going to be doing is right off the coast of Koh Phi Phi, which offers a lot more diversity in life since the water will be a lot shallower. I mean, compared to all the past dives that I've done where it's been like 60 feet, it should be around like 10 feet. And that leaves room for seeing cool animals like sharks, octopuses, cuttlefish, starfish. Funny thing is that my dive instructor told me that sharks tend to be attracted to cameras. It has something to do with the electromagnetic field that comes from your camera. And guess who's bringing a camera underwater? Me. So it should be fun. And when sharks are curious, they tend to come up and nibble on things. Hopefully that's the only thing that it will nibble on, because I would like to keep all of my limbs. But yeah, so if we do see sharks, there's a good chance that they might actually swim up to me since I have a camera. It might attract them. Here goes nothing. Sea urchins are one of the strangest creatures that I have ever seen. This is me realizing my instructor is telling me that there are sharks behind me. Yes, that is the look of fear on my face. They were about 75 feet away, which was a nice distance. It made me feel a bit more comfortable. They kept circling around a very small island that just popped out of the water, and I mean very, very small. Guys, look, I found Nemo. I went around a corner and I stumbled upon a cuttlefish, which was one of the coolest things that I have seen so far. They're just so alien. It also didn't help that it was hovering above the ground like a UFO. At first I was confused by exactly what it was doing, but quickly I realized that I was interrupting his hunting. For it being a wild animal, it seemed completely unbothered by my presence and just ignored me. I also saw plenty of colorful fish and sea stars, more than I could possibly count. This dive was definitely the most diverse one on this trip. Now we're doing our safety stop and my instructor is sending up the inflatable signal just to let the boat know where to pick us up and also to keep random boats from running us over. It happens more than you'd think, but I guess it's time to go back up, but not before getting kicked in the face. Now I'm going up as slowly as possible just to decrease my chances of getting decompression sickness. As you can see, this entire dive was done very close to the coast of Koh Phi Phi. And that, my friends, is the end of this video. Well, it was supposed to be. Hi guys, so it's been about a day since I last talked to you. Boy, some things have happened in the past like 24 hours. Okay, so after my last dive, I told you guys that that was my last dive because I didn't want to get decompression sickness, yada yada yada. Yeah, you remember that? Well, funny thing is, I think I might have decompression sickness, unfortunately. Let me explain more because I'm really just dumping this out. I'm just nervous. So basically, I did my last dive, you guys saw that, and I even made sure that there was an over 24-hour window between my last dive and my flight. So I woke up this morning and I was like a couple hours from getting onto my flight to go back home, and I really didn't feel well. I felt like I had a really bad headache. That's the main thing, is my head was hurting really badly. I felt nauseous, which was not fun. I still do. And then I got to the airport and I was about to get on my plane, and I just thought, like, if I already don't feel well, it's probably not a good idea to get on a plane, because once I'm up there's nothing I can do. I decided to take the safe route and just get a hotel here in Phuket for one night, just so that I can, if it is decompression sickness, I can let all the nitrogen out of my body before sending myself up into the sky. And I did take multiple COVID tests, so I know it's not COVID. I took them before the trip and after. I took a bunch today. So, I mean, the chance of it being COVID is very, very slim. I've taken so many COVID tests. But yeah, the joys of scuba diving. Overall, it still was a really fun trip. Just this last day wasn't too thrilling. But yeah, so that's the update at the end of this video.
3 days later.
Hi friends, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I am in fact alive. As you can see. I don't know why I say that like it's a bad thing. I'm very glad to be alive and not sick. I still don't know exactly what happened and why I wasn't feeling well. My best guess is that we just caught a bug of some sort, not COVID, because like I said, I took many COVID tests, and also I really don't think it was decompression sickness. At the time I thought it could be, but after days of being sick and just the symptoms and stuff, it just did not match up with decompression sickness. But I feel better. I'm back home. Just want to let you guys know that I did not die. But this is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Before I go, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. Thank you guys so very much. Because of you, I'm able to continue making content and show you all of the beautiful places that the world has to offer. So thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate it. And an extra special thank you goes to Eric Fast, Michael Posh, Scott Sweaters, and Britt Saunders. Once again, thank you guys so very much. I greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to join, all the information will be in the description, along with other ways that you can support the channel if you would like. Anyway, I think that's all that I have to say. Peace out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.